girl to a east side girl. She's fierce, fierce, she's fierce, fierce, fierce.
You are now listening to the Fierce Female Network.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Fierce Female Network. I'm your host, Fierce Manson, and today is Sunday, baby. Well, guess what? We are going to suit up today because it's Sunday. You know, you have to have on your Sunday's best. My grandmother would always say, have on your Sunday's best. If we were going to church that particular Sunday, we'd look real nice, be dressed up, we go to church and everything. Well, listen. Got some great information for you on today. Hold on just a moment. It's Sunday, March the 15th, 2026, 6 p.m. on the Central Standard Time Zone and 7 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. You know what I'm going to say up in here. The Eastern Standard Time Zone is the time zone that rocks my socks off, honey. You know I have to push it up to the ATL, to my home team. Must give a shout out to my team, Fierce Nation International, the hardest working team on the planet. They're based in Kenya, Zimbabwe, East and West Africa, the UK, and Germany. And my honorary member in India, Karan Bhattani. All right, let's dig into it. So, again, I'm prepping the stage for when Carolyn Clevenger comes on board. My guest speaker, she's an expert. She's going to be here. As soon as I confirm and lock in a date with her, I'm going to let you know. So listen, my question today I want to put to the audience. When is it okay for a professor? When is it okay for a nursing professor and a nurse practitioner to use one person to do a lot of work? Now, listen, we're talking about a patient to make it so plain. I don't want to talk in terms where it may be confusing. And so we're talking about individuals that suffering from memory issues. It could be Alzheimer's. It could be Parkinson's. You guys may or may not know that individuals with Parkinson's sometimes do have memory issues. So we're talking about different diseases of the mind, Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's. When is it okay for a professor or a doctor that's supposed to be overseeing a person? When is it okay for them not to do anything? And when other person comes in and does a lot of things for a number of years, but yet there's no benefit involved for the person that actually put in all the work? When is it okay? When is it okay for a medical doctor to abuse their authority? When is that okay? I've never seen that. I've never seen it okay when someone persuades someone, especially, people that have issues with the mind, where they have memory issues. And I talked this over with someone. Now, this was years ago. This wasn't currently. This was years ago. I talked it over with someone, and they says, they said to me, young lady said to me, people do not play with that. When there's an issue with the mind, with memory, people do not play games. It's very serious. So that's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm bringing this up. It's very serious. And I am not making up a story. I'm talking about real events. And so it is never okay for someone in authority to use another person to do all the work, and then they don't do anything, but they collect all the benefits. They collect all the gain. When is that okay? Is it ever okay for someone to come out of it on the other side and have a lot of different challenges in their body, in their home? When is that okay? That is never okay. To me, it's, I was thinking about slavery. It's almost like slavery. It's you can say in a way it's almost like slavery when someone does a whole lot of work, You remember back in the slavery time, they do a lot of work, but there's no gain. Of course, there's no gain, and we don't take care of our loved ones or our friends or different ones to gain anything. But the point of it is, when do you profit? When do you profit? When is it okay to profit off of somebody else's back? That's never okay. To me, that's a serious thing. That's a serious thing, and that's a serious matter when one person gets a profit off of somebody else's back. To me, that's almost like slavery. Do you feel like that's almost like slavery? Somebody puts in a whole bunch of work. The other person profits everything. The other person who did all the work gets nothing, absolutely nothing, but a lot of work, a lot of gathering all their items up. I think that's almost like slavery. That is almost like slavery, I think. That's a lot of work. So listen. I'm going to leave that up to Carolyn. When Carolyn Clevenger comes in, we're going to sit down. We're going to talk about a lot of different issues. And so I'm just taking it a step further, and I just doing little segments at a time to let you know what is going to be discussed and talked about when she's here. She's also going to share resources that a lot of people don't know about when it comes to caregivers needing resources. And one other point I want to bring up. This is really important. Also, when is it okay for individuals to come in at the end? At the end. Now, that's a trick to me. That's a trick bag. When people come in at the end, when the person is already going down, and maybe there is 3-4 months of life left. When is that okay for people to come in at the end? 3 or 4 months. Right? And you've got this other person that's been there the whole duration for many years. Now, get me here. I'm not making this up. One person's been there all the whole duration from beginning to end. Then there are some people that pops up, and then the person that's over everything, they don't even show up. They never show up. They never show up. They never show up. They only show up during maybe the middle, and everyone's surprised to even learn that they're over everything. It's like, oh my gosh, you're over everything. So listen, but yet everybody else has done a lot of work with this person from the beginning to the end. But that one person pops up and says, hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. That's pretty much a slap in the face. That's really a slap in the face. So that's not nice. But Carolyn Clevenger, when she comes, she's going to address all these points and all these issues. Not only is Carolyn going to be here, there's someone else that's come and going to address all these issues. So listen, I got some music for you. I don't want to do a lot of talking. That is Carolyn's task. She's going to come in and she's going to do share a lot of information. She's going to share a lot of information with you. So right now I have this song I want to play. Got some music for you. It is Oh Sammy and Prayer. Take a listen to this. This is Prayer.
Are you the cure? Or are you the darkness? Or are you the answers to all of these questions I can't comprehend? I need change in my life. I need saving from the dark side of what we could have been and will never be. I'm on my knees, 'cause if you're gone and if it's all or not, just say the prayer for me. And if I fall too far from where, just say the prayer for me. I've been down this road 1,000 times before. My body's aching and my legs are shaking. I don't think I can take it. I need change in my life. I need saving of the dark side. Oh, all of my hurt, it all goes away when you were here. 'Cause if you're gone and if it's all or not, just say the prayer for me. And if I fall too
All right, all right. That is Oh Sammy and prayer, prayer, prayer. So if you're just tuning in, I was talking about when is it okay for a person in authority, a person that could be a professor, professor of nursing, maybe a medical doctor. When is that okay for a person of authority to use other individuals to take care of someone? They do nothing, but then in the end, they come in and reap all the benefit and all the award, and the person that's stuck with the ill person for many years don't receive anything. When is that okay? Is that ever okay? And so I've had a lot of time to think about this. And so I want to say this. I want to say this in the professional community, in the medical, the healthcare facility, and I'm just not talking about this. I've talked about this with master counselors before over a duration of a couple of years, and I have talked about this very thing and sat down with another doctor for a couple of years. It's never okay of course it's wrong to usurp authority. Well, not usurp authority, because I didn't usurp authority, but it's never okay to use someone like that. And so you have two different things. I want to make two things clear out of everything I say. A lot of times when someone is sick, someone is ill, especially when it comes to Alzheimer's, dementia, one person is emotionally invested. When your emotions is tied to a person, and you've been tied to that person for pretty much all your life, your whole being, your whole everything is tied to that person. You have your emotions is in there. Then you have another person where their emotions is not tied. They're thinking with a clear head because their emotions is not tied to that person, and so they're thinking with a clear head. They're taking a care of business. They're doing things like that, and so you have two scenarios. One person is emotionally invested, and that person gets hurt the worst because it's going to take them a year, 2 years sometime to really get their health, to get their body together. And the person who didn't do anything, they have a clear head, clear mind. The only thing they did was go from bank to bank to bank to bank to bank and clean out all accounts. When is that okay? That is never okay. But of course, if they're over everything, of course, that is their duty to assist the person, but it's never okay to take advantage. It's never okay to take advantage. And that's why I'm coming to a point. That is why I started working on a bill, right? Started working, putting together a bill that this type of thing never happens. This should never ever happen. Alzheimer's Association has already passed a type of bill 3 years ago. But what I'm doing is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. This should never ever happen. And I believe, and I was talking with the young lady at Alzheimer's Association, that there's a crack. People that have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia, there needs to be a third party involved, a neutral party that's not related, that's not a friend, that is a professional person that can oversee to make sure everything is being accounted for and that nothing is mishandled. So I believe if there's a friend, you've got friends involved, or maybe a family. I'm just saying a scenario. You've got friends involved. There should be a bill that gets passed and develop into a policy where there's a third person involved. So when financial things are taken care of, the third person is right there to make sure everything is done the way that it should be done. Because if there's bank accounts where there's two people's name on a bank account, say for instance the person has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's and somebody else's name is on that account, it should never be a case where the person that maybe has a power of attorney just takes everything for themselves, and the second person that's on the account, you know, gets nothing. Everything is just gone, just bye bye. I don't think that's right. So I believe if there's a third person involved that's not attached, if there's a third person involved that's not emotionally invested, a third person that's involved that is not attached, that don't know either party, and they make sure that everything is taken care of appropriately. I think there needs to be a policy where this happens in cases of Alzheimer's and dementia. I think we need a policy like that to make sure no one is mishandled. There should always be something involved, even in the cases of insurance, to make sure things are handled appropriately, to keep every party honest. There needs to be a third party involved, and this is the reason why Alzheimer's Association, I've reached out to them, and they will be working with me working with me. And this is not air just going out of my mouth. This is a real thing, something I've been thinking about for a very long time. There needs to be a third person involved to make sure things are handled appropriately in the cases of Alzheimer's and dementia. So that's what I'm talking about. And so when Carolyn Clevenger comes, she's going to talk about resources for caregivers. She's going to talk about resources for caregivers. So listen, I got some more music for you. I want you guys to take a listen to this. This is Gianna and Candlelight.
You move slow like the tide at night. With speed under soft moonlight. Your shadows dancing tricks in my eyes. A flame that flickers but never dies. Follow the red, sway side to side. The way your body flows I can't deny. You light up the dark, you're my God. Burning steady like a candlelight. Move like a candlelight. Soft but strong. Flicker to the beat, let the night go on. Glow in the darkness, shining so bright. Lost in the moment, moving like a candlelight. Swear to your secret song. Every step you take, the night feels long. Your one pulls me closer, I'm caught in your fire. A slow burning spark, fueling my desire. Follow the red, sway side to side. The way your body flows, I can't deny. You light up the dark, you're my guide. Burning steady like a candlelight. On like a candlelight. Soft but strong. Flicker to the beat, let the night go on. The darkness shining so bright. Lost in the moment, moving like a candlelight. The night hums low, and the waves rolling. We're dancing slow, where the world began. Your flame won't fade, it's forever alive. With every sway, I feel more alive. Moving like a candlelight, let the night away. Flicker and glow to the break of day. In your fire, I'll always stay. Moving like a candlelight, come with me. Sway side to side. The way your body flows, I can't deny. You light up the dark, you're my guide. Burning steady like a candlelight. Moving like a candlelight. Soft but strong. Flicker to the beat, let the night go on. The darkness shining so bright. Lost in the moment, moving like a candlelight. Like a candle, like a candlelight. Like a candlelight.
All right, that is recording artist Gianna, and Candlelight. So listen, I'm pretty much out of time. I got to get on up out of here. If you're just tuning in, I was talking about Alzheimer's and dementia. And so if you can also go back a little bit and catch the beginning. And so I just wanted to say, I am speaking about estates. And so, of course, nobody's going to mishandle or misappropriate $2 or $3. And so this is when we're talking about an estate, a sizable estate. I think there needs to be a third person involved. And so because that's a lot of people, that's a lot of hours, that's a lot of manpower to have so many different people, not many people, but one person. I'm saying one person, so there's no misunderstanding or twisting of words. If there are estates involved that's over a certain amount, and then that policy that I'm talking about, then a third party would be involved. So I'm talking about an estate that's a sizable estate. A third party should be involved to make sure things are appropriated correctly and not just handled according to misappropriated. And so especially when people are in authority, I think that there needs to be accountability. That's what I'm talking about, accountability. Especially if you are a person that's a nurse, if you're a professor, if you're a doctor, there needs to be accountability. A lot of times individuals are in positions of authority, but we cannot always trust that they're always making the correct or right moves. So listen, that's what I'm referring to. So listen, I want you guys to know, Cozy Earth, while you're thinking about these things, I want people to be cozy. Cozy Earth is a great place to shop. You'll see the link in the bio. Click on that link and get some great deep pocket discounts when you shop with me at Cozy Earth. Make sure to use the discount. The discount code is FFN for Fierce Female Network. Make sure to always click on that link. So listen, I got to get on up out of here. It's been a stone cold blast. As always, it's been peace, love, and soul.
You motivate